welcome to another episode of the Gunpowder Banter. That's right, TGB, Gunpowder Banter. Get it right. All right, we're glad to be back. We're glad that we can, sit here and banter and talk about, our group chat, bring that to the public airwaves here. I'm excited, man. I don't know if you guys can see this, but I am stoked. I'm excited. Arsenal has made it to the next round. Man, this is exciting stuff. Come on, guys. This is great.
About our new coach in the summer. That was exciting. Yeah?
No, we'll worry about that one when the time comes. Let's worry about it now. I mean, how you guys feeling?
You can't start talking about the new coach when we haven't even gotten to the end of the season. When we get to the end of the season, then we can reevaluate.
If we lose on Sunday, is that the end of the season?
That's debatable.
Okay.
Man, you guys are going in hard. We're starting already with Arteta and about the new coach, and ending our season next week.
Remember our predictions for the Bournemouth game? I predicted 1-1 because I said I didn't want to predict a loss.
I said
see how that turned out.
I didn't want to
Namdi,
predict a loss.
what were those predictions?
I really was thinking 2-1. But I said 1-1 because
I didn't even bother writing those things down.
Did you say like 2-0
I do remember. No, I said 2-1.
I think I said.
No, I said 1. I said 0-0. Actually, I did say 0-0.
Yeah, I said 1-1. I said 1-1. No, for Sporting.
You said 1-1. I remember you said 0-0 for
Sporting, and I said 2-1 for Bournemouth.
Yeah.
For
Bournemouth, I said 1-1.
I hesitatingly said it.
Because I thought we were going to lose that game, but I didn't want to predict it. So I said 1-1.
Yeah. So let's start with Sporting. Not to do a disservice to the fans, I think everybody is well entitled to their own opinion, right, about this. And we have come again to another game after a performance where everybody's called the manager into question. We've called certain players into question because I think that if you look around the whole club, right, there's certain elements that stand out. And like we've said on the show a couple of times, is that there's nothing really new we're expecting. We're not seeing anything new that we didn't know before, right? But when you come to a game like this, after on the back of not so great performances in the league and all the cups, we don't want to really to get that, but you expect that the players come onto the field and you see a drive. Like I want to say you expect to see something that, other than the tactics, the setup, there are those elements to it, but you also want to see players, put their foot in, stick it in, make certain passes, like walk around the field with a conviction, with a drive, with a certain level of energy, pizzazz, like they actually want it. So, Namdi, like when the game started, how did you feel? Let's start with Lisbon, right, and then we'll go back because that's the one that's the most fresh in our minds, and that's the one where I expected after Bournemouth, you come in here and like, all right, guys, we had a team meeting, we sat down, we've talked about this. Arteta said in his post-match conference after Bournemouth that what amazes him in this club is that you see the reaction of people. People are asking what do they want to do to help. People are taking accountability. Did you see accountability? Did you see anything in the pitch that made you feel like people are thinking about themselves and their careers?
You mean in the Lisbon game?
In the Lisbon game, we're starting the Lisbon game.
Yeah. Well, in his pre-match conference, he said, "I'm on fire." So or we are on fire, something to that effect. So in my head, I'm thinking, okay, you guys just lost this game, so I'm expecting the manager to come up with some
guns blazing.
Tactical. Yeah, come out all guns blazing. First of all, you're at home. Granted, you don't need to win the game to qualify, but I expected
you need to
bigger
make a statement.
Yeah, people who are expecting a bonfire, a response or whatever. I mean, if you look at what happened in the game, that was like a candlelight dinner because the fire no plenty.
With water, no champagne.
Somebody doused our fire with some water.
If you watch the game, like it was very cagey. Initially, we had some forays into their defensive third, but we weren't really creating anything. A lot of stuff that we created was based off of the mistakes that their defenses were coughing up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I distinctly remember a Joker's chance that it was caused by a turnover, and this guy was at the top of their box and snatched at the shot. It was like a wild shot, and I'm
Over
like,
the
this
Oh
bar.
guy
yeah, I
is
Yeah.
remember
supposed to
that one.
be
That
our
went that
number.
went that went over the bar. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I'm like, you're supposed to be our number 9. You at least have to test the goalie from there. The whole game, 90 minutes, we only had one shot on target.
A team
Was
on
that the one
fire.
that was that the one
On,
that you hit with his right leg the way he should have hit it with his left?
I don't know if it's
I
a
think
Trossard
so.
header.
No,
Or
Trossard
was
that
it a
wasn't on
Trossard
target
header?
because he hit
Trossard
the
had
bar.
He hit
He
the
hit the
yeah,
bar.
bar.
he hit the
So
bar. It's not going to be
Yeah.
anything. So
so not on
call
target.
it
No,
two
but
shots on
the
target.
match
Two
starts say
shots on
one shot on target. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's the
yeah,
Jokeres, where he kind of uses his right leg to kind of try and poke it past or something.
yeah. But what I'm saying is that we did not get the response that we were expecting. Ultimately, we won. Well, over the course of 2 legs, but it was kind of like a controlled performance. We were very tentative. Dalman had some good moves when he came in. I can't really think of
Noni was running
like
past
a
the ball as
very
usual.
yeah. Nani had one. There was one move Nani made. I think that was was it the first half or second before he went off. It must have been second half where he kind of took the ball and then like cut across from the right going to the
So the one
left and had a
that he
wild
hit the
shot.
side netting.
Yeah, he should have let
Yeah,
Martinelli take it.
He should have
Yeah.
maybe hit
and
it back for Martinelli or something.
he could have let Martinelli take that, instead.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, kudos to him. Like he gets marks for effort, but his quality is lacking, man. Seriously, and that's what's killing us this
Yeah.
season. Or that's what's been killing us. That front line. Once the major players go down, even when the major players were on there, like Saka, if we have not been
You guys know
performing.
I've been complaining about Saka for a little bit. I still love the dude, but his performances have just been.
Nah,
But then it's
it's
not
been
just him; it's
poor
the
this
whole
season.
team. It's the whole team. The whole team has just
But
been.
the whole front line from attacking midfield to the striker, they have not been performing this whole season. And you're gonna need somebody to come out with clutch goals. Like remember, Trossard was coming up with clutch goals in the first half of the season. His form has gone off a cliff. I don't
Yeah,
know if it's
it's
injuries or
literally
fatigue, but
just falling off. Yeah.
yeah. And
The
right
only
Yeah.
now, our left hand side is basically dead.
No, it's done. It's
It's
done.
just
There
it's
was,
just
but
done.
there was more that came out of the left side today. I feel like
Was there?
Yeah, you can
there were some
was
combinations. It was there were more ball. There was more passage of the ball on the left side than they did in the last game in
Is
the
that
first
because of
leg for
Hincapié,
sure.
maybe?
Because of
no, but
Nkapie,
Casey,
yes. I think because. Yeah, go ahead, Namdi.
but no, I was going to say that the bar was pretty low from Bournemouth, so I'm not really anything was better than this. This was definitely don't get me wrong. This was definitely a better performance than the
And
Bournemouth
one man.
game. But I would still say I expected more.
Yeah, Oshoke, what are your thoughts, generally speaking, and also about like who are the players that you felt were a little bit different, or what are your general impressions about the team, number one, and then let's talk about your thoughts on individual performance of the night.
So with regards to the lineup, I saw the lineup and I'm like, well, at least we know that if Arteta doesn't want to lose a game, but if he wants to actually try and win, he knows what to do. That was my first thought when I saw the lineup. Seeing Mosquera at right back, I know Hincapié has been injured, but seeing him at left back, I could tell that okay, Arteta is trying to at least do something here. So that was initial thoughts. I didn't really have any issues with the lineup. I would have maybe expected Trossard to start and Martinelli to come in. I think that has probably been a better formula, especially in Champions League. So maybe I'd have expected that. But he may be saving the reverse for the City game. And then when it comes to individual performances, today I saw some things from Eze that I said, you know what? Eze is only playing this progressively because this is his first year and Ateta hasn't ruined his mentality yet. there's some real forward plays that Eze tried to, he tried to play one true pass to, who did he play to? Can't even remember. Maybe it was Jokeris. Oh no, Zubimendi. Zubimendi. No, he played to Zubimendi in the box. This very
I remember
nice true pass to Zubimendi in the box. And like things like this, you only see them because this is his first season. Once Arteta gets a full summer with Eze, you're not going to see this again next season. All that's going to be done.
I feel so. I have this theory that if Arteta is able to take us, like win a cup, win either Champions League or Premier League, I feel like he would let the shackles come off.
I love when you said Champions League.
Only because at that point he would feel like he has nothing to prove, that he has actually proven his doubters wrong. He has to win, but for that to happen, he has to win either of these competitions.
So you think he's this cautious because he hasn't won something yet?
I think a lot of it is trauma from previous title challenges.
I think it's trauma too.
We played swashbuckling football and still came up short. And honestly speaking, that's not an indictment on Arteta as such, because we came against a team that was relentless. Any other season, we should have won that league. I think it was in 2023-24. We should have won it. Any other league, that was enough of a performance to win that. Remember, we won like 20-something matches after, or was it something like, we didn't lose. We lost only one game
from January after Dubai.
Yes.
Yeah. So you're onto something here, and I had it for us to talk about this a little bit later, but let's talk about it now, because I want to believe we know Arteta. We've seen him when he was a player. We've heard his press conferences, what he said about the club from when he started, right? Talking about he wants death by 1,000 passes, or talking about expansive football. He talked about the moments. And you can also tell that his mentality has shifted from when he started, right? Even the way we played that first season when he won FA Cup, right? And the players that he had and all of this. And I know Femi always calls me a pro Arteta supporter. Fine, you can label me however you want to label me, but I just want to, for a moment, just think about this from a logical perspective. Just put all emotions aside, put aside what you're seeing, and just think about the man for a second. We know what we're seeing. We cannot argue on the facts. We know the kind of football he plays is the boring football, risk adverse, defense first or safety first, all of that. I get it. Let's just put that to the side for a second and think about Arteta. I want to believe that with all the vitriol, with all the talk, and with all what we have seen, that when he watches like a Bayern Madrid game, or when he watches other teams play, there has to be a desire in him. I don't think that the way we play now is Arteta's ultimate soccer style. I don't believe so. Now, if you don't believe that way, and again, I'm not saying that I'm right. I'm not saying I'm wrong. It's just a theory. And if we believe that this is not ideal playing style for Arteta, then what has driven him to be the way it is? Is it being pragmatic? And is it being pragmatic because of trauma from last season? Is it being pragmatic because of this is what he has? He has created this style of play to take us through the season, and he has gotten to a point where there's no turning back. There's no way at the 11th hour you can come down and change the style of play. It may be too disruptive to a point where it can actually negatively affect you. But I want to believe that there is a different side of Arteta's game that we haven't seen yet.
I think that side is gone. I think that side was the first 2 seasons when he actually played football.
Do you honestly believe that this is Arteta's?
He has the bulk of the same players from the first 2 seasons, though. I mean, how many people have changed other than maybe Granit Xhaka in that 8th row? I mean, one player cannot
we've changed. Rice, Zubi.
Now I'm saying the bulk of the team is still there. You still have your Havertz. You still have Odegaard.
Havertz is new. Havertz is not from the first 2 seasons.
But he came right after. He came the season after
he
we won the
came.
FA
Yeah,
Cup.
he came the season after. So that was after Granit Xhaka left. He was actually brought to replace Xhaka.
Xhaka, yeah.
And then became okay. So that was the main. So I guess it would stem from that left eight position that wasn't changed. That wasn't the profile of player changed, and it became more of a. I mean, less of a less. It became less fluid once we changed that eighth, and then I mean, he started playing with different people there, trying to win duels and all that, and they're not as progressive. Like Rice is more of a carrier. He carries the ball. He doesn't spray the passes. You know. And he's a lot more defensive than what we had as Granit Xhaka. Granit Xhaka was characterized him as a we mischaracterized him as a DM. He's not a DM.
DM, but it was an attacking midfielder for his
He was
country,
an attacking
for Switzerland.
Yeah. To me, he's a central midfielder.
He's a central midfielder to me too.
Yeah. Central midfielder and helps progress the ball. But Rice is more of a ball carrier. And right now, when we're playing with the double pivot, he doesn't get up the field as much as he used to in the first half.
Actually, Zubi gets up a little bit more these days.
Yeah, I mean, like today, I saw him on the left hand flank. I thought it was Martinelli at first.
Yeah, he made some cutback.
No, recently, actually, he's been in the box a lot more. He's been playing that role that Xhaka was playing. You know, late runs into the box and all that. Zubi has been doing that actually a lot recently.
Yeah. So going back to what you're saying about Arteta, I mean, I find it hard to believe that somebody who played under Wenger
and played so well under Wenger,
played with Ronaldinho in PSG, and coached under Pep.
Under Pep, I went to Man City and played that type of football. Now comes here and is coaching like Mourinho.
No, he's coaching like Moyes. Because now, he remember he also played under.
He also played under Moyes. Yeah. Yep. At Everton.
Yeah. He's going with his foundation.
Before he came to Arsenal, actually.
Yeah.
We got him from Everton.
So what I would say is, like I said before, the trauma aspect is definitely there, and he's more pragmatic because he has seen that the Premier League is a marathon, not a sprint. You're gonna burn out players if you keep playing high octane football and high pressing and all that. But the issue I have with him is that he doesn't rotate enough.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, when Liverpool played that high octane, high pressing football, they had players that could interchange. They could bring people on that still follow that ethos and still,
same
so
thing
you
with
need
City.
to have that.
Same thing with City.
Yeah.
And guess what? He had that at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
He just chose not to.
This has nothing. If you take out a few players, that's it. Like it's already hard to create.
I don't think so.
It's already hard to create.
I think he had that at the beginning of the season. We talked about it multiple times, how this is the first time we've had in a long time that every position had a capable backup. We talked about this at the beginning of the season.
Yes, but the profile of the backup wasn't always the same.
I mean, it's not going to be the same. Even if you look at other teams, it's not going to be the same, right? There's going to be a little bit of a fall off.
Okay, when you take off Saka and put in Madueke, there's a big difference. It's chaotic when you play with Madueke.
Yeah,
on the left hand flank, Martinelli and Trossard, they are not similar players at all. One is a runner, one is more of a hold up, more of a technician compared to Martinelli. Yeah, so it changes the profile of the team. So they're not always. We play different styles when we make subs.
Yeah,
and that in itself is not a bad thing.
It's not really a bad thing because think about it.
It doesn't seem
there are not many teams, at least in the offensive half, there are not many teams that have a like for like change, where you take out a winger and you bring in the exact same profile type of winger. There are not many teams that have that. There's usually a change in
Yeah,
style when you change up like that.
but not all the time.
So,
But like a lot of times,
Yeah.
there might be a change in style, but the fundamentals remain the same.
yeah,
If we're gonna press, we're gonna press with. It doesn't matter who I'm putting in front. If that's what the team says we're gonna do, that's what we do. But
Yeah.
when we play with somebody like Madueke, you need somebody who's gonna fall back. He doesn't do it adequately.
How is he going to fall back
yeah.
when his pants are
So,
hanging below his butt?
yeah, that was funny. So, Ashoke, do you feel like injuries have affected Arteta's style of play, and do you also feel like they made player purchases of the wrong profile?
So
Do you think all of that
twofold,
has put us where we
twofold,
are today in terms of
twofold
the
question.
gameplay?
Injuries, I think, forced him to rotate more than he wanted to. That's one.
He would have been playing the same
Yeah,
11.
he would have been playing the same people and he wouldn't have cared, right? So injuries kind of forced him to rotate a little bit more than he wanted to, right? Which was both a good thing and a bad thing because he played with players in positions he didn't really want to, right? So there's that, and then the good side is we got players fresh legs in. Some people got to rest while they were injured, stuff like that. With regards to profile, the one thing that and I said this to somebody recently is I see now why Arteta wanted Sesko instead of Gyökeres. I see it. I feel like Sesko would have been a better fit to this style of play than
Sesko
Gyökeres
is
was.
basically a young
Yeah, habits.
Havertz. Yeah.
Hmm.
So I see why he wanted that because and I think I said it today in the group that's the style of play. So you bring a player who's scoring 30 40 goals a season in some of that team, you bring him to your team and you think, okay, well, now we're going to get this. No, you're not going to get that because that team plays with a certain style that probably matches that player's profile. So you bring him to a different team, different style of play, it may not match his profile and he may not give you what you want. So I've been seeing that a lot more recently as to why he wanted that. So yeah. So to answer your question, yeah, I mean, there's injuries have definitely played a role, and yeah, the they definitely went to go buy. And listen, Gyökeres has scored what 18 goals so far this year, which is not bad for his first year back in the Premier League.
First,
But at the end of the day, I think the expectation was more for Gyökeres. We thought he was just going to come in and fire up 30 goals in his first season. Unrealistic expectation, but that's what a
well,
lot of people expected.
we thought
You
that
thought he
at
was going to be a
least
Haaland. That he was just going to come in and just start banging in goals.
well, the first time I saw him control the ball, I already knew he was not a Haaland. Like, dude, I don't know why. I guess I didn't watch his whole highlight reel. Like, I only watched
We
where he
only saw the
scored goals.
goals. We only saw the goals.
Yes, and I think we were catfished.
I don't know that we
I
were
think I know.
catfish. I think he will still come good. I think he will still come good. I think
I think he'll be
I
an
don't
he'll be an average striker.
did they make it to the World Cup? I think they did, right? They
Yes,
made
no,
it to the World Cup.
Yeah,
yeah.
So he's gonna have
he
He
another
actually
shot.
made
actually
He's gonna
them.
have
was.
another
He
shot
made them.
somewhere. Yeah, 4 goals in two games or whatever. Yeah, but he's gonna
Yes.
have another shot. Summer camp with the team. Let's see what happens next year.
So, I wanted us to talk about Bournemouth, right? But I don't think that there's much to say
Same
because
old, same old.
it will be a repeat of what we said after Southampton, after Man City. Nothing new, nothing changed.
Yeah.
Same shambolic performances, no drive, no pizzazz, no wanting to take this to the end. And I think that there's a genuine feeling across the board of fear, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of can we actually pull this through?
Mm-hmm.
So how crucial for you, Namdi, is Sunday to our season, to our career, to
Oh,
being an Arsenal fan? Like the whole approach for Sunday. How crucial is this? Like how defining of a moment is Sunday against Man City?
I mean, this is like the pivotal point where our season rests
Make or
on.
break.
It's make or break because I mean, if we win this game on Sunday, then it would send a marker to, well, first of all, it's going to put us 9 points ahead and obviously
Potentially
push
6.
City.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they still have game in hand, but yeah,
Yeah.
it puts more distance between us and City, and then it kind of psychologically it's going to boost us. I feel like it's going to boost us to the end of the season. If we win the game, now we must not lose the game. If we just
If we
have to
lose
make sure
again,
we
that's
don't
it.
lose the
Season
game.
is done.
If we lose the game, I have less confidence in this team winning this league. At that point, I would just even start focusing on Champions League, even though that might even be that's a long shot.
Even a tougher sell.
Yeah, but all that I'm just saying that we have to win the game. I mean, we don't have to win the game, but we must not lose the game. And we can because we can beat City and then lose to Newcastle the following week.
We're back to
It's
the
not
same
it's
place.
not beyond the realm of possibility for this team and the way we're playing.
Yes, but beating this close to the end of the season, beating the person who's right behind you has more of an
Oh,
impact
it's
on the table.
definitely
On the table. I'm not even
no,
talking
it's
about
definitely
psyche. On the table than
on the
losing to them
table.
and then beating Newcastle. On
Oh,
the table,
definitely. Most
the
definitely.
impact is huge.
You have less games. You have less games left to
Exactly.
lose. Or
Exactly.
they
So
don't have that many games to claw back that
yeah.
gap.
So
So
whatever
it's
we
imperative
do
that
after that game, that's a game that we have to win
yeah.
to keep the
If we
season alive.
if
We actually
we
have to win that game.
like I said, we ideally we want to win. We must not lose.
Yeah.
Realistically, we must not lose that game.
So, what are your predictions?
My prediction is a draw.
Oshoke.
2-2
I
draw.
predict 1-1.
And we know usually when I predict a draw, we know why.
Yeah, I'm predicting a draw just because it's high stakes. City most likely. I mean, City has one more week to rest before the game, and we just have a few days, so there's going to be some fatigue. Most likely, we're going to play the same lineup you saw today for the
Yeah,
Champions League.
probably. Yeah, he might switch Martinelli and Trossard though, but no Noni
Yeah, but
because he
that's
probably got hurt today. So
the left hand side it switches based on who was shitty at the last week or the last game. That's pretty much how it is.
I think
So
Trossard will
right
start.
now, I know that Trossard is going to start because Martinelli was shitty in the first half. So that's pretty much how it goes.
And then with Noni hurt, I don't know what's going to happen on the right.
They might actually play Martinelli on the right. That's what we were talking about that earlier.
Yeah, they might.
Because there's no way Dalman is starting.
Yeah, against City, that's going to be a tall ask.
He's not going to start.
Against Nick O'Reilly?
No, but O'Reilly's hurt, so he may or may
Is
not
he?
make the game. Yeah, he got it. He was substituted last game.
That would be good if he's hurt.
I'm actually worried about players because I don't know who we're gonna have in terms of impact subs on the bench. Because looking at our injury list, we still have Calafiori out, Odegaard, Saka, Timber, Merino. So these are first team players.
Is our impact sub?
Yeah, Salmon. We had who else? Did we have this guy Harrison Duzdiak. Yeah, man, Jesus is washed, bro.
What's that guy's name? Harry Mananus as a striker.
He wasn't on the bench today.
We had
So I mean, the guys that came in.
Havertz is going to play. Well, who's going to play up top?
He's going to play.
The way he stopped Gyökeres early.
I think
he's going to start that game. He's going to start that game.
The fact that he came off for 55 minutes or around
you think he's saving his legs?
He's saving his legs.
You know what? Well, you know what? I just thought about something else. Instead of playing Martinelli on that right, he will play Trossard on the left, and he will play Eze on the right.
Then who plays?
And he will play Havertz as in that 8 position.
I don't want to see Havertz in midfield again.
That's too many changes. Too many disruptions.
It's too many disruptions. I don't think that's what
the only disruption there. The only disruption there is Eze. That's it. Everybody else has played there consistently for Arteta.
Well, who do you think plays right back? Ben
Well,
White or
If
Mosquera?
Arteta has any brains left in his head, Mosquera. If he puts White in that game,
Mosquera
I
wasn't
know
that great
he
today.
has sold the season.
let me ask you this question, Casey. What style of play do you think he's going to go for? Is he going to be conservative and try and hold them for a draw,
No,
Arteta
I
is going
think
to be
or
conservative.
try and dictate play?
Is the same gear that we've been playing all season that we'll bring on Sunday.
He's
I
going
don't
to
think
try and
that.
contain them, try and hold for a draw. But you can't do that with a
Yeah,
team
I
like
think it'll be
City,
the exact same thing.
unfortunately.
Especially with the amount of first team players, the creativity or lack of that is in the team right now, the lack of performances. I mean, to be quite honest with you, I'm expecting better, but I'm not hopeful for better. I think it would just be the same thing we watched today. Yeah, that is going to happen on Sunday. Because what do you think is going to change between now and Sunday in terms of player performances from Martinelli or from Trossard or from Gyökeres or Havertz wasn't that great today either. Jesus was just, I don't know, man. Zubi actually was a little bit better today. Rice was.
They gave Zubi man of the match.
Yeah, give him man of the match, right?
But you know why? Because there were no defensive passes to him. That's it. If Raya had passed him any balls, if Raya had passed him any balls, he would have lost it, and they would was going to get it. So Raya was trying. I think they are learning.
His best.
Right. His
Raya was
typical
doing his best to
throw the game.
Us a goal.
Yeah. to feature in the highlights. Yeah. So I know just to end this segment here, after Sunday, it sounds to me like Sunday defines not only the league, not only the season, right? But I think it also defines what happens to Arteta.
I doubt it. I mean,
you think he stays?
No, I think it defines it because if we lose Sunday, we're not winning the season, and if we're not winning the season, I think Arteta is done.
I saw some fans saying that we need to be in Arteta now and then get somebody in. I was like, are you mad? Like
now when?
Like now before the end of the season.
No, this ones are not okay. Those ones
are loony. Yeah. They're crazy people, man. Because
those are the Arsenal fans that people talk about, that people laugh at.
Exactly. Imagine what that would say. You're on top of the league and you've been your manager because he lost one game.
Well, in fairness, because he lost, 3.
But anyway, I digress. He's gonna stay there till the end of the season, obviously. Now, it's if he wins, he has to win something. At least
if he wins, it buys him, a couple more seasons.
If he wins, he's staying. If he wins anything, EPL or UCL, he stays.
Stop talking about UCL.
Dude.
You're starting to sound like one of those fans, man.
Dude, Chelsea won that thing with Di Matteo as a coach.
Didier Drogba.
So, yeah, I know. They at least had a striker.
Yeah. I mean,
but he has to win something. If he doesn't win, then
if he doesn't win, he shouldn't even wait to be fired. He should just quit.
He should leave. He should actually.
He should just leave by himself.
I think he has taken this team to the highest point he can take us to. He might go somewhere else and do better, but with this current crop of players, I don't see us doing better than this.
So, to your point, with this current crop of players, you think I think a lot of players are not going to be here next season. Do you think with a new crop, you see something different?
With a new crop and a new coach, yes. With a new crop and a new coach, yes.
Is pragmatic Arteta going to show up?
Whether it's a new Arteta or a new coach altogether, we can do better. But if it's the same Arteta, it doesn't matter who you change in the team. We do the exact same thing.
So, well, we're going to be back here again in a few days to talk about City. Hopefully, we're all wearing Arsenal jerseys, right? And have a different approach.
We've given it up.
Yeah.
It's okay. I bought some new jerseys that I want to launch on the show.
We're ready to launch. Yeah.
I bought my first
also
player
talk
jersey,
about.
So
Oh,
first ever player jersey.
Who did you buy that man?
You know, a lot of people were buying Dalman jerseys, but no, I didn't buy Dalman.
Who did you buy? We should wait and see what you unleash on Sunday night.
Yes. Wait and see what I unleash.
We'll wait.
Yeah, wait
All
and see
right,
what
fans,
I unleash.
we'll be patiently waiting. Yeah. So I think today was just more of let's just see where we are. I don't think much has changed. I don't think that our approach will change. I think we've all come to that consensus that we're just gonna just kind of hold your noses until the end of the season because it's gonna be a rough ride. It is gonna be rough because Bournemouth Sporting hasn't really changed much in terms of how we see the team. I think if anything, it continues to just reinforce the known. And it's now just hope. I mean, our defense has been carrying us, and it can only do so much. If they're not scoring on the other side of the pitch, then the flaws in our defense would just expose us. And I don't see us. I mean, we're the team with the worst scoring record that's left in the Premier League. We're the most cagey style of playing. Maybe cagey is not the right word, but. So there are a lot of things that are not working for us. So it's just prayer and hope now that will carry us to the end of the season. And hopefully we'll have enough voice and liver that will keep us alive to celebrate once we lift that trophy. That is our hope. So
Arsenal fans, bring your breakfast, bring your lunch, bring your dinner.
Oh Lord. Yeah.
If you're Catholic, bring your rosaries on Sunday.
This is gonna be a tough one. Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one. But yeah.
Yeah. Any final words, Ashoke?
Listen, I'm still hopeful that I will make that the parade. But Arteta is beating me down, but I'm hopeful.
Okay, keeping hope alive. Diesel.
I will only stop believing until it's mathematically impossible for us to win the league. So. My heart will continue palpitating till the end of this season. It looks like it's going to be that way.
Yeah.
Just make sure you stock up on some blood thinners.
It's going to be a rough ride today.
Arsenal has already given me a high cholesterol.
Don't blame it on Arsenal. Blame your other soya you be eating.
Blame it on Julie.
Yeah.
I know, right?
All right. Thanks, listeners, for joining us tonight. So, as always, Gunpowder Banter on YouTube, Spotify, podcast, and Apple Podcasts. Feel free to drop us a note, a comment, like, and subscribe, and hit the bell so when a new episode is released, you get notified immediately about it. Thanks for joining us, and talk to you in a few days, hopefully in a different mood. Looking forward to it. Good night, everyone.
Come on, you Gunners!
Yeah, that's right. Good night, everyone. Cheers.
All right.